after some heavy construction materials fall on her, but he's mortally wounded. Fortunately, he's saved by an emergency operation performed by Dr. Akihiro, transferring Rize's ghoul organs into Kaneki's body. This subsequently turns him into a half-ghoul, half-human hybrid, and Kaneki struggles for days to come to terms of his new reality. A few days have passed since his release of the hospital, and Kaneki has reached a point where he can no longer tolerate his hunger. Caught off guard by a sweet smell, Kaneki follows it until he discovers its source: a fresh corpse. Kaneki yet again rejects the idea of eating a human being, but suddenly, the ghoul next to him gets taken out by a far more stronger ghoul, proclaiming it's his territory. Moments later, Toka, the girl from the coffee shop, swoops in and saves Kaneki, ultimately force-feeding him. And following the next few days, Kaneki struggles to adapt to his new nature with no success, until another ghoul who is friends with his best friend tries to prey on him. Coincidentally, the ghoul, aka Nishiki, is the same person to attack Kaneki last time. Forced to protect his friend, he fights back, but he's no way near strong enough to take him down. Or so he thought. After beating him down, Nishiki moves in for the kill, and at the last second, Kaneki's special abilities activate, easily overpowering Nishiki and saving his friend. But moments later, Kaneki's hunger takes control of him in the form of Rize, who tries convincing him in his fanatic rage that it is by primal right he is allowed to eat his friend. But thankfully, Toka swoops in again, takes Kaneki out before he can do anything stupid. Kaneki awakes in the coffee shop he regularly goes to, revealing that the owner of it regulates the surrounding areas and also helps fellow ghouls in their time of need. Kaneki spends the next few weeks adapting and blending to human society, even learns how to fake eating human food just like Nishiki did. Moments later, we get introduced to the CCG, an organization with sole purpose of suppressing ghouls and keeping them under tight control. Soon after, we get introduced to Kotaro and Mato, who are both assigned to investigate the 20th Ward, aka where everyone lives. The both of them start making some important discoveries about Jason, an S-Class ghoul, and Rize, who we learn is also S-Class, jumping back to Kaneki, who is assigned to go food shopping. That basically means going to hotspots for, self-shutdowns and laying claim to the fresh bodies. After returning to the coffee shop, Toka is asked to accompany Kaneki to go to a mask maker. Thanks to the recent activities of the CCG, after arriving at his door at the shop, we are surprised to be greeted by a very swaggy-type ghoul. After finishing his measurements, he explains to Kaneki about the importance of masks to ghouls and how it's essential to have one if you happen to cross sites with the CCG. After leaving the shop, Kaneki reflects about his role at the coffee shop and wonders how he can be more useful. Back at the coffee shop, Kaneki makes friends with a little girl named Hinami. The two of them quickly bond over their shared love for books, which made a spying Toka smile. A fruity ghoul named Tsukiyama approaches Kaneki with unknown intentions. At first, he plays on their shared love for books, describing the immaculate way words speak the dreams of the author to reader. So naturally, the two start hanging out. However, Tsukiyama has prepared a mortal trap, where Kaneki is to be killed and eaten based alone on his sweet scent. Eventually, Kaneki finds himself in a fancy room and was given a drugged coffee. Moments later, a piston contraption activates, sending Kaneki to an arena to face a giant ghoul executioner, Taro. As Kaneki runs around dodging every single attack, the drug effects start working. Kaneki trips and falls, twisting his leg in the process, and subsequently gets captured by Taro. Cornered and with no way to run, Kaneki activates his Kagane, which is basically his ghoul ability, taking Taro out with one punch and revealing to everyone in the room that he's a one-eyed ghoul. Just to give you some plot here, one-eyed ghouls are the result of a human and ghoul parents. 99% of the time, the mother gives birth to a corpse, but in those few rare occasions, they give birth to a healthy demi-ghoul who is vastly more powerful than a normal ghoul. Okay, back to the story. After Tsukiyama witnessed, as he calls it, a living legend, he intervenes and takes out Taro as he wants Kaneki for himself. Some days passed, and Kaneki is still having nightmares about what happened. After being relieved by his boss who tells him that Toka is sick, he goes to check up on her, finding her attending to Hinami. Moments later, Toka's friend comes to visit her. With Kaneki, she misunderstands things and quickly leaves Toka.